Well, you know your ABCs, now it's time to learn your XYZs. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you. Today, we're going to continue on with what we've been doing in May, which is sort of margarita adjacent cocktails. These are cocktails that aren't necessarily related to the margarita, historically speaking, but do have common ingredients and kind of are similar. Today we're going back to Harry Craddock, who we've talked about a million times, the Savoy Hotel cocktail book with the XYZ cocktail. This cocktail is amazingly similar to the margarita, but I think just a few simple ingredient changes and kind of a little bit of unexpected direction I think might lead to something interesting, or maybe it won't. We'll have to see. I don't have any history on the cocktail. To my knowledge, this is the first cocktail book it appeared in. If somebody knows of an earlier one, please put it in the comments below. I like to be proven wrong because I don't like to put up poor information. But to my knowledge, Harry Craddock is the first person to come up with it, and since that's the only real history we have, let's stop talking about it and start making it. As you can see, we've got our very few ingredients. Again, similar to what you see with the margarita, but a little bit different. We're going to start off with the same ingredient, which is going to be our Cointreau. We're going to toss in 1 ounce of Cointreau, which is pretty familiar from our regular standard margarita. Then, our first change is we're going to use lemon juice instead of lime juice. And that is going to be 1 ounce. It's exactly the same ratios as I use when I make a standard margarita. And finally, we're going to go with rum instead of tequila. I'm using Dourly's. This is Dourly's. I thought they had an age. I guess they don't. This is just their white rum. I like to use this one. I think it's a fairly neutral rum. They don't add a bunch of sugar. It's a Barbados rum, so I think it's kind of good in a lot of different things. So that's why I'm using it in this particular cocktail. And that's going to be 2 ounces of our rum. So again, like I say, pretty similar. But all we need to do now is get some ice in our shaker and shake this thing up. All right, go ahead and toss that in your shaker. Give it a good pound and give it a good shake. All right, we're just gonna double strain that into our coupe/martini glass. It looks very much like a margarita looks. There you have your XYZ cocktail. Let's give it a try. So it's interesting. I didn't salt the rim on this. I don't think it's really similar enough to do that, but this is very mild. I mean, the citrus is there. You've got all your standard ingredients there. I think the real difference here is rum, and this is going to be altered a lot based on the rum you choose. If you toss in 2 ounces of your Smith & Cross, it's going to be a very different cocktail. I wanted to go for a fairly neutral rum, which is why I went with the Dourly's. I mean, it's very nice. It's very simple. It's very crisp. You're not going to be unhappy with this at all. But it is a little mild. I think I kind of started to say earlier, I think with tequila you have a very sharp, crisp spirit, and I think it kind of cuts through the curacao and the lime juice. That's the thing too. I think the lemon juice is a little bit more mild than the lime juice. It's got a little bit less sourness there. It's a good cocktail. I just think it's not going to beat a margarita. A margarita is just sharper, it's crisper. This is a little more. This is a laid backer version of a margarita, I think. I think the flavors are blending very well together. The rum is maybe a little bit muted. Once again, if you did this with something that has a little bit more funk to it, or if you did a sweet, I wouldn't use a sweeter rum. I think this cocktail is sweet enough as it is. I don't think it really needs extra sweetness added to it. But yeah, that's an interesting cocktail. Very mild, very palatable. If you could sip these all day on the beach or in your own bar. But I think ultimately, if I had a choice between this and a margarita, probably gonna go with a margarita. Nothing against this cocktail. But on that bombshell, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good drink, and have a good day. Hello and welcome to You fucking...